Scooters, are you looking for a new pair of shoes that are cute, comfortable, and can be worn every day? Finding your new go-to pair is now easier than ever with Rothy's. Their shoes give you right out of the box comfort, come in amazing styles and colorways, and hey, you can wash them. It's a new age, people!
And the best part is everything Rothy's makes is better for the planet. So there you go. They've repurposed millions of water bottles into their signature thread that goes into every single one of their products. Millions of women wear Rothy's shoes every single day.
And I'm definitely one of them. They're so comfortable. I wear my Rothy's every day. And I'm Asian, and I'm not supposed to wear them in the house. But you can't tell me what to do. It's my house. Did you know that for People's Magazine's first ever style awards, they awarded Best Flat to one of Rothy's styles?
When I tell you these things are comfortable, I mean, I cannot overstate it. All right, so step up your shoes and accessories this spring and get ready to be asked, hey, are those Rothy's? Plus, get $20 off your first purchase at rothys.com/add to cart. That's ROTHYS.com/add to cart.
Also with that fire, boy.
You forgot your bling bling. Wait.
Hi, everyone. We got it. Another episode of Add to Cart. I am Sujin Pak.
And I'm Kulap Vilaisak. We are your proud Asian aunties. And we are so excited to talk about Asian mummies.
Why do you say it like that?
And this is for two reasons. One, Mother's Day is coming up this weekend.
Thank
Yes.
goodness we have this show. I would have totally forgotten.
You're a mother and you have a mom.
Yeah, we could talk about that later. Yeah. No, for sure I'm sending my mom stuff. But, sometimes I get a little short end of, you know what? Never mind. I'm already complaining. Let's go. Can we just go on? What else? What else do we have on the show?
Well, we have our second reason, Suchin, which you're going to tell us about.
Oh, yes. It's our month. Okay.
That's right.
By the way,
right.
Congratulations. It's our month. May, coincidentally, is Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. We are going to talk about things that we're adding to cart that are related to API Heritage Month. We're going to be adding carts for Mother's Day. Don't worry, we've got you covered. And we're just going to be celebrating our Asianness, our Asian peoples, our Asian foods, all of that good stuff over the next few weeks.
Yeah, all month, in fact.
Yes.
All of May.
Maybe till the rest of the year. Just
Who
try
knows?
us. Try us.
We're a couple of rebels. And Suchin, how can we swiftly say that acronym, right? Is it
I know.
Pai Happy Pai to you.
I know. I've been saying Asian Peoples Month, Asian Friends Month. I mean, API Heritage Month. That is the unsexiest month name. I want to recall on that. We need to rebrand.
Also, by the way, and in fact, we are nominated for the Webby's People's Choice Award as Best in Lifestyle Podcast. We're currently in third place. So please head to smarturl.it/vote add to cart and vote for us. Voting is open until May 6th, so spread the word too, please. You can find the link in our episode notes. Okay, Suchin, let's start off with some of our favorite buys for Mother's Day.
Yes, so Mother's Day is right around the corner. And I wanted to start off with a pick. It's not going to be surprising, okay? This is tried and true. Okay, this is Mother's Day, kids.
Yes.
Okay, this is not the time to experiment, all right? You don't send mom something you saw on the gram, on the TikTok, okay? You go tried and you go true. And I always really love to send my mom a box of fun, good skincare stuff and hair care stuff, actually, that she wouldn't necessarily buy for herself, but I know she's going to really enjoy. And this is a product that I've talked about on this show. I wrote about it in The Strategist in New York Magazine, and it's called Org. We talked about this a while ago, I think even in our deranged shower episode. I've retitled that, by the way.
It's just simply deranged.
It's just simply deranged. Shower episode. And it is a spray that you put on your skin. And it really gives you that at-home Korean spa feeling. And for those of you that have never been to a Korean spa, it's okay. Shush, shush, shush. Because now you get to have it at home.
I mean, I have, and I miss it so. I'm tearing up a little bit. I miss it.
It's the light at the end of the Vax tunnel. I hope we can get there. Maybe that's where we do our first live event, is at a Korean spa. Do you think we could do that? I don't know.
I mean,
Possibilities.
you know, us with a couple mics, buck naked in a tea jacuzzi.
In a wet cave? I don't see any tech problems in there. Ivan will love that. So it's called Org. And really, you put it on your skin, and then you wait for about a few seconds. And as you start to remove the product and you move your hand in circles and you work the product on your skin, you actually physically see pills of gray skin that doesn't need to be there coming off of your body. And then what you're left with is just glowing, supple, dewy skin that is what I like to call step 0 of the skincare routine. What is step 0? It is that step before the first step to prep your skin to absorb all of our expensive and medium price, but also effective skincare products that we love, right?
Right. So it's like before you wax your car,
Yeah.
you got to first remove all the debris before applying the wax, right?
Yeah,
So-
you don't put the wax on the bird shit. You know what I mean? No, you gotta scrape that off.
So if people weren't following that, your car is your body.
And then really, if you're not applying skincare, but you're also applying makeup, you know, you don't want to put makeup on top of dead skin, like dry skin that's not going to be a beautiful, clean canvas for your makeup that's going to last all day. The other thing I love with this is because it's really about stripping your skin of that layer that doesn't need to be there. It helps when you're shaving and with ingrown hair. So there's just a lot of reasons why it's so great to do before you step in the shower or before you wash your face.
I'm curious, you know, of that for you because I'm like, when I'm fully vaxxed, I'm getting fully waxed.
What?
And I
What?
what?
That is not the phrase. That is not the CDC approved Fauci phrase.
Pretty sure people are saying that a lot.
Okay, I have never heard that. That is not a thing.
Well, maybe it's just the circles I run with. And my circles, when we're fully vaxxed, you better believe we're getting fully waxed.
For what? Why?
I don't even know, but I'm going to be aerodynamic and COVID free.
Why are you
Now, I'm half joking. I like to keep, a nice little Dorito triangle up top. I want you guys to know that because I'm a grown woman. But besides that, most fully vaxxed, mostly waxed. And Suchin, what will you be?
I don't know of where I can rhyme. I will be very hairy, as I always am.
Well, very hairy does rhyme.
Yes, very hairy, not waxed. I mean, I'm not going to get into the one and only time I've ever been waxed. I didn't have, obviously, Org to prep my skin. Maybe that would have made a difference. Doesn't matter because I'm never doing again. I was so horrified. I remember I did it because I was going on a sexy trip to Greece. This is in my 20s. This is in my 20s.
Mykonos, white sands, feta cheese.
I had bathing suits then. I wore proper bathing suits.
Oh, you used to wear bathing suits.
I used to wear bathing suits. No, yeah. And that happened. And then I had to get on a plane and fly in so much discomfort.
Oh, no.
And then the entire trip, I had to pretty much wear shorts because it wasn't tight. It wasn't right. You know what I mean?
Wow. So this is really the origin story. The traumatic story where now you wear cloth biker shorts as your underwear.
That's right. That's right. And listen, Ku, as you go into your fully vax, fully wax lifestyle,
Yes.
no judgment,
Thank
you can prep your skin with this.
I will.
You know what I mean? So
I haven't tried this yet because I got products on their way. They are en route.
they are en route. Well,
That's right.
The thing about Mother's Day I think is really nice is you want to they have a little set, which is great. And it's a body set and a face set. I think it's $65. So anyway, that's my first Mother's Day add to cart. Enjoy, moms.
Now, Suchin, I know what you're wondering. What, Cuckoo, what are you getting your mommy? Is that what you were thinking, Suchin?
Well, how did you say at the top?
Mummies.
I can't do that. That's so gross. I don't know why.
Why? You're a mummy.
Ew. I hate that. Okay, what are you getting your mother?
Oh, yes. My mommy, I'm sending her some flowers.
Oh, good.
And I am trying out urban stems, which I read about them on The Strategist. And they had a 25% off code. So definitely go to The Strategist to check them out. I'm getting her some peony flowers, which are my favorite flowers. And speaking of The Strategist,
Guys, we're not paid by The Strategist.
no, we're not
We're
paid.
just friends and fans. We're not paid, period. But we're definitely not by The Strategist.
Right. But Suchin, on our podcast, we didn't talk about the article that you wrote for The Strategist yet.
Yeah.
We just let it happen without comment on our show, which is like, what are we doing?
I know. If this is not to document every minute of our lives, then really, what is it for?
What is it for?
I am such a fan of The Strategist that, when you get that newsletter email of hey, this company is doing a poll. Why don't you take it? I take them. I take them for The Strategist. So I went on there at the beginning of the pandemic and I said, well, I'm a big fan and I think you should do more on what the hell we're supposed to do with these children at home. It was at the beginning of the pandemic when we had no idea as parents, what are we doing with these kids? The schools hadn't figured it out. There was no remote learning. And then from there, the editor reached out to me and was like, hi, we got your survey. We're fans, let us know if you ever want to do something. Cut to all the stuff that's been happening around, the conversations we've been having about the Asian American community and just the stuff that we've been talking about here on this podcast. Well, what about doing a great API business list? It just made a lot of sense. And so we did it anyway.
And it's great. It's amazing.
It was so fun because I really tried to pick businesses that were homegrown, 2 employees, mom and dad, or, you know what I mean? Partners, sisters, siblings. So I really tried to keep that list to companies that I felt weren't in the mainstream.
Because advertising costs a lot of money, and most of these businesses don't have that type of budget. So
Especially
any
now.
type of positive review or any amplification or shine means so much.
I know.
And a lot of our Asian American Pacific Islander small businesses have really been hit hard.
Yeah.
In the concurrent crises. Crises? It's just, onslaught.
It's so satisfying to get these messages from some of the businesses. One of the businesses was One Stripe Chai, based out of Portland, and they do these great cold brews of chai, and then you can pour it over milk. Anyway, so she messaged and she was like, "I just want to let you know we got so many orders." That makes me honestly that is more satisfying than interviewing presidential candidates and covering natural disasters. Honestly, I get more satisfaction. I think it's because I am a child of an immigrant store owner. It's such a big deal to buy from these businesses,
Yes, it is. And for Mother's Day, we are going to talk about two more businesses that you mentioned in your article.
All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break.
We're going to talk about two products that we both love so much. And the first one is the Lanshin Massager by Acera. So it's a collaboration between Lanshin and Acera. It is a little cute, adorable hot stone massage in the palm of your hand.
Yes.
So it looks like a little squid, and it either comes with a lavender or light blue rubber top. And so you put boiling hot water in its interior. And the outside non-rubber part is porcelain that is glazed with crushed tourmaline crystal. And so this is part of its patented technology. This is where it takes it next level, because from the tourmaline crystals, Suchin Pak, it delivers far infrared heat. Okay.
Thank you.
Boosting circulation and promoting well-being. And this crystal, Suchin Pak, is also known to emit negative ions that behave like antioxidants of the air. All right.
But you know that.
You know. So
Yeah.
so what this is combining with Sandra Lanshin Chu's, I mean, she's a master in traditional, Chinese medicine, in gua sha, in
Skincare, all of it. Yeah.
everything, acupuncture, acupressure. It's a combination of, it's this perfect, truly, guys, I'm telling you, it's a perfect product because of this collaboration. So Suchin, talk about how it feels.
Okay, you guys. It acts like a hot stone, like you would get in a hot stone massage, right? So it's the combination of the heat, and then what you've got at the bottom of the porcelain are these tiny little ridges, and these ridges somehow perfectly hug pressure points that you can use on your body, especially around your neck, your jaw, your face. So all of these tight places.
The top of your head.
On top of your head. And it's both the pressure point and the heat.
Here's the other thing. You guys know I love aesthetics. This thing is so freaking cute. Suchin likes how it feels. I like how it feels too. It is so adorable that, like, give it to your mom, give it to your sister. Anybody who knows me is getting one of these guys.
And it's such an unusual gift. And Claire just interrupted to say, oh no, I need to buy this.
Claire has had to put a sticky note
Yes.
near her computer that says, you don't have that much money.
It's a reminder. But this is $45.
Yes.
We're trying to keep these presents at a reasonable but respectable price point. And it's just really unusual. It's so, when you look at a picture, you don't know what it does until you hold it in your hand and you fill it with hot boiling water. You just don't.
Just, let it cool down a little bit before you place
don't
it.
burn yourself, right?
And another thing, just to add, and people may not expect this, you also need sort of like an oil or like a spraying mist to prep the skin.
Yeah.
It needs a little, it's a little slippery. You don't want to either burn or scrape your skin.
So if you go and you type in on YouTube like Lanshin Massager Acera, she has a video on how to use it. So you can also do that. But I just think it's a great gift, and I've never seen anything like this.
Suchin and I organize for the Asian American Pacific Islander Women in Entertainment group. That's kind of like an offshoot of Time's Up. And we have been doing self-care Saturdays for our group. And this past Saturday, Sandra joined us, and she only had to give us 30 minutes of her time. She gave us an hour, and she just walked us through how to use it. And people who didn't have this massager and had a gua sha, she gave them the alternate moves for that. And if you didn't have that and you had a porcelain spoon, she was like, here. It was so generous of her. It was
I
just so
know.
incredibly generous of her.
I
And
know.
it was so enjoyable for me first to feel, how to do it and how to like really relax my jaw.
Yeah, it was your first time.
First time using
Yeah.
it, but also, Sujin, what did you say when we were on the Zoom with like 20 women who were just feeling amazing and like showing it?
You guys were all doing this massage thing and in various face contortions of ecstasy. It looked like a group sex therapy session. I'm just going to be honest. There were times I wanted to take screenshots to like post and I was like, I can't post this. Like people are going to think we're doing something strange. Now, the other gift that I wanted to talk about for Mother's Day is something we've talked about before, but they're doing a special thing just for moms. You can send this to your mom, or if, we're living in a post-vax world, a lot of people are seeing their parents for the first time. I'm like watching all these videos and it's so sweet. Like I haven't seen my mom in, 15 months and I haven't seen so it just has been so great. And this is a way for you to be able to host your mother and to feed her and to show her so much love for Mother's Day. So it's a Girl and Doug Mother's Day special edition box. I want to first quickly say, I love that they created this box, and I'm not going to go through it, but they were like, this box is for aspiring to be moms, unable to be moms, struggling moms, adjusting moms, single moms, foster moms, mother figures. It goes on and just celebrating all different kinds of mothers and caretakers, moms still present, moms since lost, moms who've lost a child. I mean, I just even the intention behind this box was so beautiful. And this box, we've talked about boxes from Girl and Doug before. Girl and Doug is such an experience. It isn't just about what you eat from Girl and Doug. It is this.
It's a feast for the eyes.
Yes, it's something that they do. It's so intangible. It's imagination, it's heart, it's just all of it. You immediately recognize it when you open the box that this is something so spectacular and so special. You will never ever ever get this anywhere else. I don't say that lightly. So, what you'll get in this box, you get your veggies and your greens. These aren't veggies and greens you pick up at your local grocery store. So you're not going to get a oka. You're not going to get a Tokyo negi. Okay, you're not going to get a squashini, all right? You're not going to get an ice plant. Show me where you've seen an ice plant. And it says it serves 4 to 6 adults. I would say double that. I mean, 4 to 6 adults that have enormous appetites. So they have all of this so you can really do a nice spread for your mom. It's such a beautiful, special thing. You can send it or you can finally host it.
I know, that's so exciting.
Oh, but you must place your order by the end of today, okay, for it to get delivered by Mother's Day. So go to their website for details, girlanddoug.com. And I'm sure we have a code.
We gotta have a code.
We gotta
have a code.
We're gonna have all the codes on our Instagram.
Add to code, right? No, that doesn't work. Let me workshop it.
While she workshops it, we'll be back.
We are back on Add to Cart. Now we're going to talk pie, aka Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. Yes, isn't that exciting, Suchin? This is our month.
I'm excited. This is our month, but it's our year. Go on.
Yeah, it is our year, and it's been a year.
Exactly. Boy, do we need this month, guys. We have really, really crawled to this month, just
this month. Friends, we are gonna squeeze it dry. And then we're gonna make jerky out of it. And then we're gonna chew it. And then we're gonna digest it. And then we move on to June.
And that's a beautiful summary of what you'll be hearing on this podcast all month long. We're going to be talking to some of our favorite API folks. We're going to be talking about API-owned businesses. I think you have something cool up.
Well, yes. Now, Sucha and Pak, you've changed my life in so many ways since we began this podcast low in the fall, November 2020. And you introduced me to your friend,
Yes.
Julia Vaughn, perhaps the most beautiful woman I've ever met.
I mean, that's just a fact. We're not even trying to listen. It just is.
You know, go to her Instagram at Julia Vaughn. You have eyes, I have eyes. You will see how beautiful she is.
Yeah.
And she's a dear friend of yours.
Yeah. She's a badass. She's a mom. She's a business owner. And she's just an amazing creature. And she's got this business and she collects and sells vintage jewelry, but she also has been prolifically making her own jewelry that is sort of based on the vintage vibe because she's definitely got like a Michelle Pfeiffer 70s, you know what I mean, sexy vibe. And her
Absolutely.
jewelry is right there. Like it's
Not for the meek, okay? This is
No.
statement jewelry.
yeah.
All right. This is like big business. You know, it's a 70s, 80s like throwback, and they are thick chains. And I'm wearing two right now that I absolutely love. I love them so much. And they're like really thick herringbone necklaces. So one is 24 inches and one is 20 inches. Sujan, can you see it upon my neck?
Yeah, I mean, it's a bling bling. These guys, these aren't shy. Let me just sit in the corner. You know, this is center of the dance floor. Spotlight is on, waxed and vaxxed, ready to go necklaces.
Yes, and they're 18 karat gold plated brass, and it is the thickest herringbone chain I have ever seen.
Which is why you needed two.
That's right. And when I say thick, THICC, all caps. Suchin, where'd you go? I can't see you, Suchin. You disappeared.
I'm here, but I'm scared.
Thick.
Okay. Oh, is it Mahandra Polska Kibalska?
Kielbasa. They thick. Meaty. Gourmet.
Juicy. Okay, we can do
Juicy.
this all day long. But the fact of the matter
Stuffed.
is,
Cased meats. Oh, Suchin, I'm so sorry. The fact of the matter is what?
the fact of the matter is we're talking about necklaces.
Oh, sorry. That's right.
And that's just the vibe, you know? And
It's
if you're
just the
not,
vibe.
if you can't handle that, if you can't wear that, it's okay. There are other places for you. It's just not here. Like,
Yeah.
this is a different type of person. And you can't go wrong. I don't know what to say. Like, I treat myself to a Julia Vaughn when, you know what I mean? When I've
Yeah.
just been a tough thing, or like I've hit a milestone. I'm about to hit a milestone, so I just placed an order for a vintage rhinestone choker.
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
Again, it's her. Like, she boxes every single one. She lovingly, writes the cards, all of it.
The necklaces were wrapped in a suede little pouch, a handwritten note. I mean, come on, please support her. She's amazing.
No, this jewelry is just, it's beautiful.
And they sell out because there's one necklace that I was kind of like, oh, I'm not ready yet. I don't deserve it yet.
You can't.
And it was gone. And she wears it. And I'm so jealous.
Yeah, sometimes she'll bring you something back when it's super popular, but I've had that moment where I just waited a minute too long because it's it's a small business, so she sells out pretty fast, and it's just awesome. It's a great jewelry line. So my add to cart, I don't know how many of you all are familiar with ikebana. And ikebana is the art of Japanese flower arranging. It's very different than a Western way of arranging flowers, which is beautiful as well. You know, you get a bunch of lush flowers in a vase and you can do all sorts of things. Ikebana, it's so hard to describe. I describe it more as it's more like you're making sculptures with flowers and greens and stems. And
In the Japanese tradition, there is restraint.
Yes, there is restraint.
It is, it is mindful, it is purposeful. The American way of doing it is, haphazard, cool-op style.
But fun.
But fun, sure.
Luscious, it's fun, it's a little messy, it's great.
Yeah. Ikebana, I think maybe a little bit more suchin.
Yeah, the Ikebana's
Put together, composed.
It's gonna be not so fun. It's gonna be more meditative. It's gonna be a quiet sculpture that evokes the seasons. It's very much based on, as a lot of Japanese culture is based on, with the changing seasons. And so it is a way for people to really connect to your natural surroundings and what's happening. And there's this great company, it's a small company, and it's called Bana Box. And what it does is it delivers all of the items you would need to do your own Ikebana arrangement. And it comes with these great iron scissors that are very particular to the Ikebana flower arranging, and all of the vases and everything, and the flowers. And I just thought it's such a nice thing to do right now. It felt like the appropriate way to kind of celebrate and meditate. It just was a really nice experience to have this box.
Flowers around me is so important. I have them every week. I was so surprised how, just as you said, how meditative it was. Another part of the starter kit is the kenzen. Mm-hmm. It's how do you even say what a kenzen is?
It's an iron base with spikes so that you can push the stems into it and it will hold them upright.
Yes.
It's beautiful. It looks
so
like the
beautiful.
Sun and the moon, and they're together. They're two pieces that they give you.
And even the way that the vase is, it's not meant to be filled to the top. It's meant to just be filled just a little bit or right at where the spikes are.
Yeah.
So that you can, you're reflecting upon that water. You can see that water. And also you're gazing at it and you notice that it needs a little bit more. So you're still being very attentive to it. It was so fun to do. I was just so happy just doing it by myself on a Saturday afternoon.
It's a great way to do that. And the flowers last forever.
They do.
It's a great thing to, add to cart for yourself. But it's also really talk about a fantastic Mother's Day gift. That also could be a great Mom's Day gift.
So you're not going to get anything, even from your kids for Mother's Day?
Let's see.
Not to bring it back to that.
I've got, what I get you see, there's no way I can say this. Okay. I get the great thing that lots of mothers get, which is, I get pancakes.
Yeah.
Some cards. Yeah. And, the thing about Mother's Day, when you have young kids, it's like that push and pull. You want to be with your kids, but you also want someone to take your children away.
Yeah.
And then you also want someone to clean your house and cook for you. The expectation for Mother's Day, it's my fault. Who am I? So, I'm one of those salty people. When I'm cleaning my toilet on Mother's Day, I'm going to make a meal out of it. I'm going to cry some tears and write a poem called Mama's Cleaning the Toilet on Mother's Day. You don't love me enough. It's not good.
I would say for maybe partners, we have a lot of partners of mothers who, listen to us and then they, I think, get lots of tips. They get a lot of tips from Auntie Cuckoo and Susu. And I think a tip is, take the kids out for the day. Let mama do her thing, do things I guess for me, the difference in your situation is that you've been with your kids this entire time where I haven't seen my mom for,
That's right.
Since last Thanksgiving.
I'd like to see my mom.
Yeah.
I would love to see my mom. I've seen these kids a lot. I love them to death.
Yeah, you love them.
I've seen them a lot.
And so in an opposite way, for me, I haven't seen my mother-in-law since, I think, Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And they live in Orange County, my mother-in-law and father-in-law, Mrs. Linda Ackerman. Linda, if you're nasty. I don't know why I said it that way. But my sweet dear Linda, I haven't seen in so long. And so the first thing where I will be hosting people in my house will be on Mother's Day. And it'll be Linda and Bert and my sister-in-law, Jamie. And Scott and I are going to be cooking her she wants halibut or salmon with some mashed potatoes. And she liked these glazed carrots I made on Thanksgiving. And I'll get her a cream pie, but not chocolate. And it'll be this like amazing reunion.
Yeah.
But that's because I've not seen her in so long. And of course, Sujin, what will I be?
God, waxed and vaxxed, but
That's right. Well, guys, on that note, that's our show.
that's our show.
Happy Mother's Day. Happy Pahim. I hope everybody is, doing good out there.
Find all of the codes, these codes we're talking about, on our Instagram pages, all of the products.
Search for the codes, guys.
Search for the codes.
Search for the codes.
And we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Add to Cart is a production of Lemonada Media. Our producer is Claire Jones, and our editor is Ivan Kirev. Theme music is by Wasabi and produced by LA Made It, and Oh So Familiar with additional music by APM Music. Executive producers are Kulap Vlysak, Sujin Pak, Jessica Cordova Kramer, and Stephanie Whittles Wax.
Be sure to check out all the items we mentioned today on our Instagram at Add to Cart Pod. Also, please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe to this show wherever you get your podcasts.